Sports.
Another beautiful day in Cincinnati, and the Cubs are trying to avoid a series sweep as they wrap up this long 11-game road trip. Cubs and Reds coming up on WGN Sports. Great to have you with us. Hope your holiday weekend is going well. Jim DeShays and Len Casper want to go home. Time to go home. We've been on the road too long.
Click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home. Road has not been too kind to the Cubs this year. Looking pretty rosy at the beginning of this road trip. Split 2 out of 4 in Miami. Likewise against that tough Nationals club, but dropped 2 here in Cincinnati. So indeed it will be a losing road trip. 3.6 runs per game on the trip. Just not a lot of offense. The story here in Cincinnati over the last couple of years, dominance for the Cubs, 15-4, but this year they've dropped 3 of the first 5.
And right now, 3 games out in the division. They've hit the halfway point, 1 game under 500. We'll preview the starting pitching matchup when we return to Cincinnati. Brought to you by Budweiser, proudly brewed across America. This Bud's for you. Honda, great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. State Farm, here to help life protect the things you've worked really hard for with home and auto insurance. Xfinity, Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Wendy's, choose a junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Back here in Cincinnati, Jake Arrieta looking for a bounce back. Too many walks, too many stolen bases in D.C.
Yeah, he walked 6 in that ball game against the Nats. He's had success in this ballpark. Of course, the no-hitter. We look at his numbers from his start here back on April 22nd. Overall, not that great. Allowed 5 runs, 4 earned, but he got ambushed early, settled in, pitched well after a very rocky first inning. Tim Adelman would take the ball for the Cincinnati Reds today. We saw him back on April 21st. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 2 runs. Home run ball has been a bit of an issue for him today, so hopefully the Cubs can take advantage of that.
There's always a lot of Cub fans here in Cincinnati, but this may be record-breaking here this weekend. We've had almost 40,000 in the ballpark the first 2 days. Big crowd today. Cubs and Reds next. All in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you experience sports. Let's go back 50 years to the day. It's our Gigatime high-speed replay. It is powered by Xfinity. Leo DeRocher's 1967 Chicago Cubs jumping into first place in the National League standings. Remember, this was pre-division era. And after the Cubs won the game, the fans refused to leave until they raised the flag. Gigatime high-speed replay powered by Xfinity, the future of awesome. Here are your umpires today. John Tumpain has been in the news for a very good reason, as he saved a woman who was going to jump off the Roberto Clemente Bridge earlier this week. He's been getting a lot of handshakes and accolades from players and coaches and managers and from fans as well. And he's a Chicago guy. Chad Whitson, Ted Barrett, Angel Hernandez on the bases.
Guess there'll be no second guessing the home plate umpire today.
Oh, that'll last one pitch probably. Let's take a look at today's Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup. Biggest change is Ben Zobrist is back. Pinch hit yesterday in his return from the disabled list. He will hit in the cleanup spot. John Jay with his first homer as a Cub. Jake Arrieta, the pitcher, with a home run this year, batting ninth.
And the Cincinnati Reds are positioned thusly this afternoon. Very similar look to what we've seen all weekend. Duvall, Hamilton, Schebler in the outfield. Suarez, Cozart, third short. Scooter Gennett plays second. Joey Votto's your first baseman. Devin Mesoraco making his first start of the series will do the catching, and on the mound is the 29-year-old right-hander Tim Adelman. He's made 13 starts. He's 5-4 with a 4.62 ERA. As I mentioned in the open, the home run ball has been a bit of an issue for him. He has one of the higher home run rates in the league. He's allowed 16 long balls in 74 innings of work. A right-hander who is not overpowering, below average velocity, but he'll mix in a good changeup, curveball, and he'll also cut his fastball.
Another hot and sunshine-filled afternoon here in Cincinnati, and a ton of Cubs blue in the stands. Both teams once again wearing their Stars and Stripes patriotic uniforms here on this long Independence Day weekend. And the Cubs will celebrate the 4th of July to open the homestand Tuesday afternoon against the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Cubs bats will try to paddle, addle, and rattle Tim Adelman.
Nice.
And maybe saddle him with a loss.
Saddle him with a loss. I was just going to say, and he's back in the saddle. He's pitched 3 times against the Cubs, twice last year, once this season, and he's thrown the ball pretty well. Has a 363 earned run average in those 3 games.
We're underway. That's a strike.